Hello, my name is Arlet Basulto, and today I'm excited to share a story with you about a visit to Germany, especially to the Nazi concentration camps. This story is part of my evaluation activity, and I will use three important English topics. Uh, use the barricade, the passive voice, and tag question. In this narrative, you will hear how we get a deeper understanding of history while exploring a place is both significant and painful. I will also show examples of the passive voice to highlight how certain actions occurred without mentioning we carried them out, which is especially relevant in the context of the concentration camps. Finally, I will include the question throughout the story to encourage reflection and the engagement. Let's go. I hope this story helps you understand the importance of remembering and learning from our past and that it will be a meaningful experience for all of you. Okay? Well, a visit to Germany, the concentration camps. Mm, Last summer, my friends and I decided to visit Germany. We went to learn more about history, especially about World War II and the Holocaust. We were going to get an important perspective on the past, weren't we? The world was changed a lot since then, but remembering these events is crucial for preventing similar atrocities in the future. Um, when on our first day in Germany, we arrived in Berlin. The city is filled with history, and we feel excited to explore. Our first stop was the memorial for the victims of the Holocaust. This memorial was designed to make people think it was the night, or your side guide explained it. We walked among the concrete slabs feeling the weight of history around us. Each slab screening to represent a lost life, and we couldn't help but feel a deep sense of sadness. After visiting the memorial, we decided to have lunch at nearby cafe. Over sandwiches and drinks, we discussed our feelings about what we had seen. It's overwhelming to think about the suffering, one of my friends said. Mm, I can't believe how many people were affected by the Holocaust. We all agreed, and I thought we need to remember these stories, don't we? The next day, we traveled to a nearby concentration camp, Sachsenhausen. Mhm. As we approached it, I could feel a sense of unease. This place holds so many memories, doesn't it? I said to my friends, they know that understanding the gravity of your visit. The atmosphere was heavy, and we were aware that we were stepping into a place where unimaginable pain has occurred. Once inside the camp, our guide explained its story. Sachsenhausen was built in 1936, and many people survived here, he said. You can see how the barracks were built to hold many prisoners. They were not meant to be comfortable, were they? The barracks were cold and bare, as a reminder of the harsh conditions. We walked down the long, narrow spaces where prisoners have to live, and it was hard to imagine how anyone could endure such suffering. Okay. Um, we continued our tour and arrived at the execution area. Many lives were lost here, the guide says only. This is where terrible actions were carried out. It is important to remember what happened, isn't it? I feel alone in my throat. The silence around us was heavy with sorrow. My friends and I stood in silence, observing the gravity of the place. Um, as we walked through the camp, I noticed a wall with photographs of the victims. These faces were on fire with hope, weren't they? Iron Market. The guy nodded once filed with Hook, weren't they? Iron Market. Uh, H for adults, individuals, even two. Sorry. H for adults, a story that shall never forgotten. I feel a connection to these individuals even though they were long one. They were real people with dreams and inspiration, and their lives and being cultured in the most tragic way. Next, we visited the museum outside. This museum was created to educate future generations. This guy explained it. It helps people to understand the impact on the history of the intolerance. The museum displays many artifacts, including letters and personal belongings on the victims. I couldn't help but feel a profound sense of as looking at these items. We must ensure that such atrocities never happen again, right? I asked. Everyone agreed, and I could see that we were at moment for the excited. After spending hours of the camp, we took a moment to reflect. We found a quiet spot in the memorial garden and sat down. This visit was powerful, wasn't it? One of my friends said, "Well, I know that in knowing one of the hair were heavy, but I romance made open it. I didn't expect to feel so much. I confess it's a lot to be taken." Um, pues, as we sat there, I thought about the importance of sharing what he was learned. We didn't just get a tour. We gained a deeper understanding and human resilience and the consequence of hatred. I said, it's one reminder of how important I educate others about these events. Before leaving, we gathered to reflect on our experience. I hope we can share this knowledge with others. I said as we walked back to the bus, it is our responsibility to keep their memories alive each night. Everyone nodded in agreement. We all feel a sense of duty to honor those we suffered by ensuring that their stories will all. Uh, Finally, our visit to Germany and the concentration camps was unforgettable. We learned about the importance of remembering history and honoring those who suffered. As we drove back into Berlin, I looked out the window, thinking about all the lives affected by the Holocaust. Mm, this trip has changed me. I thought I will never forget what if learning here. Um, Thanks. It's all from me.